Hello everybody, today's video will be a little bit different as we will be discussing a theory about Ratatouille. This is a series I would love to continue, so keep an eye out for future videos if you enjoy this one. The theory. The old lady in the beginning of Ratatouille is actually Ego's mother. Researching the theory. At the end of Ratatouille, Ego states that Remy's food reminds him of his mother's cooking. Right at the beginning, Remy and Emile are at an old lady's house where they get caught, eventually causing the whole family to have to flee. In this scene, we can see that the old lady has several items in her kitchen, including teapots, jars, a fruit bowl, and so on. These items are similar to the flashback Ego has of his mother cooking at the end of Ratatouille. Ultimately, this theory expresses that the old lady from the beginning of the movie is Ego's mother, causing Remy and Ego to be linked. This would explain why Remy would be able to make a dish similar enough to what Ego's mother would have made since Remy would have been watching her cook. My thoughts. At the end of Ratatouille, while Remy is making the dish, he pulls a card out of a bunch of recipes. When Colette tries to make the dish by strictly following the recipe, Remy stops her. This could be the reason the dish tastes so similarly to Ego's mother's cooking, because Remy is using what he learned directly from her in order to prepare it. Even if Ego's mother used Gusteau's recipe from the book, we see Remy jump out of the old lady's window while holding Gusteau's book right at the beginning of the movie. This means Remy could have studied the recipe from there. We also know Remy regularly studies recipes anyway, so it is entirely possible. Why the theory doesn't work. At the very beginning of the movie, Ego is seen critiquing Gusteau's book.
Amusing title, Anyone Can Cook. What's even more amusing is that Gusteau actually seems to believe it. I, on the other hand, take cooking seriously, and no, I don't think anyone can do it.
There are a few reasons why this debunks the theory. Number 1. Ego would not harshly criticize a book that his mother used in order to make meals for him. I would like to add that we already mentioned that Ego's mother may not have actually used Gusteau's book, but there is more evidence that she didn't use it. Number 2. The timeline and ages do not match up. There are a ton of things to prove that the ages would not work if Ego's mom really was the old lady, but this also specifically disproves that Ego's mother would have used Gusteau's book. As shown before, Gusteau was signing people's books as a celebration for the release of them. Shortly after, Ego is shown critiquing the book, and at this time, he is already an adult. Because of this, it is highly unlikely, if not impossible, that Ego's mother could have even used the book. Finally, number 3. The settings between the beginning scene with the old lady and Ego's flashback do not match perfectly. This could be countered by saying that the old lady could have easily moved, so it's not really easy to say which one is true. The conclusion. The only thing that really makes Ego's mother being the old lady possible would be that Remy has watched the old lady make Ratatouille the exact same way she used to for Ego. While this theory being true would make the movie that much better, it does seem unlikely. Anyways, that concludes today's theory. Hopefully you enjoyed. This is a new type of video I'm trying out, so please make sure to let me know what you thought about it. As always, make sure to like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.